This is the CBS2 News Update. I'm Chris Wragge. Here's what's happening at this hour. A developing story. One of New York's bravest loses his life battling a huge fire overnight in Harlem. 37-year-old firefighter Michael R. Davidson was killed late last night as flames tore through a brownstone being used for a movie shoot.
Going down to a cellar to fight a fire is one of the most dangerous things members do. A fire in a building was built in 1920. It's a non-fireproof building. Fire spreads rather rapidly, and this fire did.
Davidson leaves behind a wife and 4 children. 2 other firefighters are in serious condition with burns. We're also following a developing situation in France of a possible terror attack at a supermarket. The French Interior Minister says 3 people were killed and a dozen more wounded when a man took hostages inside a market in a southern town. That suspect requested the release of a surviving terrorist from the 2015 Paris attack. Within the past hour, police say they shot and killed that suspect. Students from across the tri-state are preparing to join hundreds of thousands of others from around the country in Washington, D.C. for tomorrow's March for Our Lives. It's a push by students for legislative action following last month's deadly shooting at Florida's Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Satellite marches are planned for other cities, including New York. Marchers will assemble on Central Park West at 11 tomorrow and march to Midtown. A proposed new law would give New York City workers the right to disconnect without the fear of being fired. The City Council bill aims to fine employers for communicating with workers while they're off the clock. That includes after-hour emails and calls to workers' cell phones. City Council member Rafael Espinal says his bill is aimed at making sure everyone can unplug after hours.
There's a lot of New Yorkers out there that don't know when their workday begins or when their workday ends because we're all so tied to our phone.
The proposed law would apply to regular time off, sick days, and vacation time. Violators would pay a $250 fine to the city. And a change is coming to Instagram. Users will now see newer posts higher up in their feeds after complaints. The company is changing its algorithm to try to keep material fresh and timely. The company is also testing new post button that users can refresh their feeds whenever they want to. Now let's get over to John Elliott in the Weather Center with a very fresh forecast. John?
I'll email you an update on those stories over the weekend. We've got some sunny skies right now, 41, but it's chilly. Variable winds at 7, so the wind chill still 34. Wind chills as low as 27 in the area. Your day today is going to be below normal and even cooler on your Sunday, but we do have relatively quiet conditions. We have a 20% chance of a stray shower possible this afternoon, and then again overnight tonight we see the possibility of some refreezing because the morning low tomorrow morning is just 31, so you're still below normal. Saturday starts with sun. Some of the models bring in a shower late Saturday, 20% chance of a rain or snow shower Sunday, and then good news, Chris, we're going to warm things up next week.
John, music to my ears. Thank you. That is your CBS 2 News Update. Join us in a few moments for our Facebook Live After Show at Chris Wragge. We'll see you then.